What is up, gamer friends? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming by to join me. Looks like a little bit of lag here. Okay, anyways, alright. So, the gaming news of the past week, let's get into it. What we got here? First up, Battlefield Hardline Premium Service will offer advantages. Visual customization on guns, tracking kills for each gun type, and only premium members will have specific premium tournaments and ladders. They also have a legendary system that works like Call of Duty's Prestige, and that's for premium only. And masks that have gameplay benefits, but there were no extra details at the time yet. So it looks like premium members for Battlefield Hardline will be getting a lot of bonus stuff. Thought I'd share that. I thought it was a little silly, but also cool at the same time, you know, because, you know, when you love a game, you'll pay for it and you'll buy it and you'll enjoy all these crazy benefits. So that's, you know, it's kind of cool. At the same time, it also kind of sucks for non-premium members. But that's the way it goes, man. You know, that's how it goes. Alright, next up. We have a bit of Xbox news, 3 different topics here. The first one was Xbox One bundles were going for $279 in the UK, which means you can probably expect to see that in the US shortly in the future. I would expect that, you know, that this is like a normal price. It wasn't even like some special sale. That's what they were seeing was Xbox One for $279. And I've noticed a lot more sales since I bought my Xbox One, and it happens every time, every damn time. You know, you finally get one, and poof, all the sales happen right after you get your system. You know, it's really funny, kind of terrible, but whatever. That's just how it goes, you know. Next bit of Xbox news: Xbox 360 players can now activate Xbox One games with Xbox if they have Gold membership. You can actually activate the free games on your 360 instead of only being able to go to the website. That's just an interesting little thing. So anybody with an Xbox 360 that does not have an Xbox One yet can go and activate their free games from Xbox One on their 360 and later on be able to download it on their Xbox One. So that just makes it a little bit easier for those users to, you know, get the free copy rather than have to go to the website and whatever. So when they see it advertised on their Xbox, they can be like, oh cool, I'm gonna pick up this free game, you know, you can just do it right there. So that's neat. Next bit of Xbox news is the Xbox One controller will be getting a wireless adapter for PC, and I'm not, yeah, I guess soon they'll sell it separately. I don't know, but there's no official support right now for wireless controls on the PC. So yeah, they're adding official wireless support for the Xbox One controller now. Next bit of news. Sorry, I'm seeing this like warning. Anyways, next bit of news. Smite PC players can transfer all their items and earnings to Xbox One. That's kind of cool. So if a PC player is moving to console or whatever, decides to play with their friends on Xbox instead, you know, their items will be transferable from PC to Xbox. And I don't know if they'll be able to use it on both at the same time though. I would imagine it'd probably be a one-time transfer, but maybe not. But it says, you know, the news was you can transfer your items, and usually a transfer like that is a one-time thing. So we'll see. No big deal either way. Kind of cool. Oh, and this next bit of news, I just want to share this. I will put a link to the trailer below. This is a new game called We Happy Few, coming from the developers of Contrast. And Contrast, I freaking love Contrast. That's an amazing game. I love the crap out of it. And the trailer for We Happy Few is twisted. It looks crazy. It's a little weird. Like, I mean, I'm definitely intrigued. I really look forward to it, especially since Contrast is a great game. So I look forward to that. So I'll link the trailer below. You can check that out. Next bit of news: Call of Duty Advanced Warfare now has a Master Prestige leveling system. Gives all the players that have hit Master Prestige another extra way to continue leveling. So if they're already Master, which is just because I'm pretty sure Master Prestige is the first Prestige, like the first main, like Steam Prestige or whatever. So once you reach that, you can continue leveling and get new character gear and unlockable weapons. Pretty cool, very neat. So it's basically like another full Prestige system. You know, you go from Prestige 1 to Prestige 16, where you become Master Prestige, and then you can keep going after that. So that's neat. It's already out. I'm not sure if it's out on PC and PS4. I know it's out for Xbox One. I didn't read on that one. It might be out for all of them right now. just Xbox uses everything first, which is crappy and, you know, cool for Xbox players, I guess. Alright, next bit of news. World of Warcraft 30-day tokens can now be bought from their store and sold in auction houses. So the actual World of Warcraft cash shop sells 30-day tokens. So people can buy those and then go sell them on the auction house. It's an easier way for people to make gold and to also use their gold. So basically you can get 30 days time for free. And this has been done in a few other games, or maybe a couple other games, but it's been done before in other MMOs. And this is finally hit, you know, landed on World of Warcraft, which is really cool. The one thing that I was thinking though is that those are probably sell for a lot of gold. So yeah, they're not going to be cheap. But gold's easy to get. You know, you just play the game, have fun, enjoy it, farm your gold, and it's free. You know, you can play the game for free just doing that. But they'll probably cost a lot of money. Now over time, hopefully they will get cheaper. But that is a lot of money that people still have to spend real cash on that just to sell it. So they're probably gonna be pretty expensive in game. We'll see. That actually made me interested. I was like, but then I'd have to go farm the gold in the first place to be able to buy that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Next bit of news. Unreal Engine 4 is now free. It used to require a subscription. And I just thought this was interesting news, so I wanted to share it. Now the thing about it, yeah, so it is free now. It used to require a subscription, but the deal is if you do make any money, then Epic will get a cut. It's a 5% royalty on gross after the first $3,000. So if you have a small game and you don't make anything more than $3,000, but you're using the Unreal Engine, you don't owe any money, anything like that. If you start making money from your game that you use Unreal Engine for, it's a 5% royalty on your gross. It doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it is a little chunk of change, but it's, you know, it doesn't seem too bad to me. I don't know. Related to that, is Unity 5 will have built-in support for the Oculus Rift. And also related, but not Unreal, is Source 2 is free with no royalties. I did not read all the descriptions on that. That was just all I caught, and I was like, that's interesting. So Source 2 is free, no royalties. I'm not sure which would be better, that or Unreal 4. So, yeah. Anyways, next bit of news, I'm going to scroll down my little thing here. We got Resident Evil Revelations 2 local co-op being baited for PC and planned for official release. Last bit of weekly news I did was talking about Resident Evil Revelations 2. Everybody was throwing a fit about there not being local co-op on the PC version. Yeah, so now it's actually, now Capcom was like, whoa, damn, yeah, they probably didn't expect that. They probably did not expect the backlash, because I either, you know, it's kind of funny. But yeah, so now it's being baited. You can already try it out, but they do say there may be some bugs and issues and whatever, but they will, you know, they're planning to fix it up and make it better. Next bit of news, Skyrim update on Steam. Now this is already live, allows for bigger mods. They no longer have a limit on the file size for the mods added to Steam Workshops. So this makes it so, you know, some mods you might not have to go out to the websites and go download them because they're a lot bigger. I mean, there's 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte mods that you have to get. And I can't remember the limit that Steam had, but it was, I think it might not have even been larger than 500 megabits or whatever. So half a gig, I don't know, whatever, I don't remember. So that you have to go into your Steam library, enable the beta in the properties of Skyrim, and you'll be able to download bigger files. Now I thought this was so cool because I was like, oh my gosh, now I can get some ENBs, you know, without having to deal with the bullcrap. Because I tried a couple of them and apparently I failed at it and I didn't get it. It didn't work right. So I was like, damn, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I messed with a lot of stuff in Grand Theft Auto 4, and I didn't want to do it in Skyrim, and it is a pain in the ass. And I have, you know, these friends of mine and stuff, they'll be like, but it's so easy, just use the Nexus Mod Manager. And it doesn't work for ENBs. You can't use the Nexus Mod Manager for ENBs. Like, they're different setup. ENB is basically the graphical settings. It's a specific graphical setting that people make, and a lot of them, especially the really good ones, require, you know, their own copying files. I mean, it's easy stuff. It's definitely, but you know, you gotta do the little small things, and there's just a lot of stuff that it's not hard, but it's also tedious and can be confusing when you're new to it. You know, it's just weird and messed up and not cool. So I was like, oh man, I'm so glad now I'll be able to get the EMBs. And then somebody had responded to me and said, well, you probably still will have to go to the other sites because they're too big, even for Steam Workshops. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'm hoping that one of those modders or some of them modders will figure out a way to make their EMBs work with the workshop, and I can just subscribe to it and boom, have it work. But yeah, so my dreams were killed by some dude who commented on my post. I was like, oh, well, so. Well, it is cool though that Skyrim now, you know, has no file limit, no size limit there mods for the Steam Workshop. So some more should come from that. Next bit of news, Clay Fighter Remastered is in the works. This will put all the Clay Fighter games in one, and all. I think there was only 2. There might have been 3, but I only remember Clay Fighter 1 and 2. Anyways, those games were fun, man. Oftentimes if I'm playing a fighting game just randomly or reminiscing about fighting games, because I used to play a lot of I used to play them all. I used to be hardcore into fighting games. Not anymore, and I'm just into everything-ish, you know. But Clay Fighter is always a game I would mention. If we were talking about fighting games, I always talk about Clay Fighter. That game was pretty awesome, fun, and funny. It was a really good game. So yeah, they're remastering it, and they're going to put, you know, 1, 2, or 3 games in one. So that's cool. That's neat. Next bit of news, for whatever reason, I didn't read much into it, don't care, but I thought this was worth sharing. Paris Hilton has a video game coming out. Hey. Next bit of news, Mordor won Grand Game of the Year at GDC, and that's very cool, but I was like, really? Because I love Shadow of Mordor, I think it's freaking awesome, but I would not, well, yeah. I would have named it Game of the Year if it wasn't for Watch Dogs. So yeah, I just thought it was weird because I was like, all those games really GDC game, Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year. I mean, it's really cool. It's a great game. It seems like a lot of people were saying like, oh, it's just because of the Nemesis system, and to me, I don't think so, because the Nemesis system is cool, but that's like maybe half the game. You know, it's just the enemies. That's all it is. Like, it just. I don't know. I like the game as a whole. I like the story. It's not like amazing and deep or anything. It's good. I thought it was entertaining and pretty cool. But yeah, so I was surprised by that. I was really surprised because I don't know. Usually a lot of much worse games get Game of the Year. So in my opinion, anyways. All right. So that was cool. Next bit of news, controller button remapping is coming to the PlayStation 4. Holy crap, are you kidding me, dude? I've been talking about this for years, ever since I got on the PC, and I found that you can remap the keys on your keyboard and your mouse. You know, you could actually rebind, for most games, not all games, but most games. It drives me nuts when I play a PC game and there's no key rebinds. Even, I think Batman Arkham City doesn't have any rebinds, and I was like, are you freaking serious? Are you kidding me? Like, who needs to be slapped? Darksiders 2 does not have keybind. Does it? I don't know. I think it's missing some. Like, sometimes they have, like, the keybind remapping, but then there's one button you can't reap, and it's like, what? You bastards. So anyway, so that's really cool. Controller button remapping. This is something I've been begging for ever since being a PC gamer. I'm like, I'm so tired of having to use specific controller buttons for certain actions. I'm like, this to me doesn't make sense. Why am I using this button to do this? Why am I using this button to do this? You know, like, so yeah, bring it on. I'm so happy to hear that. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it. That's for damn sure. I can't think of any games right this second that I would do that with for PS4. I know Call of Duty would be one of the first games I ever do that for, but I have that on my Xbox. So anyway, so that's really cool news. Yeah, alright, next bit of news, and this is the last bit of news. This is just something I wanted to share, and I thought it was really neat. Now, Athene, if you don't know who Athene is, I mean, that's just crazy. I first found out about him when he was like trolling the crap out of just everybody, and he's just an asshole. I thought this guy was he's a jerk in the world. But coming to find out, he's just doing it for entertainment value and to just screw around and whatever. And he actually seems like a really cool dude. But yeah, it's weird because he is a dick. But no, he's a dick as a show. You know, I'm just like, I don't know. To me, that's not something that I think is cool or interesting. But the more I watched of him and the more I saw him, I thought he was pretty cool. He seems like a really cool dude. Big trash talker, really good at video games. I mean, this guy is good. He's got a lot of world records for stupid stuff, but he's done it, and it's really cool. Anyway, so Theme, he started, I believe he started this up. There's a cause or whatever, a group called Gaming for Good, and I'm pretty sure he started up. It might not have been him starting up. I can't remember the whole story of all that, but Theme and Gaming for Good, they have raised over $20 million for the recovery of Ebola. And I was like, wow. And there's like CNN and all these different news outlets and whatever. He's all over the news talking about it. And I was watching, and at the same time, they're still raising money. And I'm just like, how much does it cost, man? How much does it cost to recover from fucking Ebola? Oh, yeah, $20 million. Apparently, it's still not enough. And you're just like, whoa. That sucks. I mean, that sucks. It's also awesome. I mean, that's awesome, the fact that they've raised that much money, and it sucks that it's not enough. Like, damn, dude. Anyway, so yeah, Theme, he, like, I don't know if you ever heard of him before, and if you haven't followed him since the first time you ever encountered him and thought he was a big asshole, because, you know, that's how it was for me, until I started to watch more and more. People kept posting his videos, because he did have some funny stuff, but he still seemed like the biggest jerk in the world. But he's actually, after, you know, watching more and more of him, he seems like a pretty cool dude, and especially doing something like that, you know, I mean, this is what he does. This is what he does. He games for good, you know. He raises money for all kinds of different charities and stuff, and right now he's focused on the recovery of Ebola. So, alright, that's all the gaming news for over the past week. Paris Hilton, oh my goodness gracious. That is a hot picture, though. That's why I chose that one. Anyway, so that's all the news. Thanks, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments of what's going on. What's anything I missed that you might have thought was cool over the past week. There was some news that I kind of skipped over. I mean, I can't. It's so annoying skimming through all the boring crap and trying to pick out the stuff that I enjoy and the stuff that I think you guys might enjoy. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see you next time. Let me know what you think. Like and comment, please. Rock it on. Share my stuff. Help me out here. And if you don't want it, that's cool. Fine. Alright. Bye-bye.